Hello and welcome to day 103, going through my vinyl collection, an album a day, sometimes two a day, once in a while three a day. Today we're talking about a compilation from one of my favorite bands that was released in 1972, and there's one song in particular that was of great interest to me when I first came across this. And this collection really covers 1968 and 1969. We're talking, of course, about covering the Mark I era of Deep Purple and the 1972 Warner Brothers compilation, Purple Passages. I really like this album cover. It's very simple. It's got like this candle drip wax kind of look to it. This is a double vinyl, and I have the green Warner Brothers pressing. I'm sure there are others, but this happens to be a 1972 pressing, and it is the club edition. So I don't know what club it would have been at the time, but in any case, a club just the same. So got the two vinyl records, the green label. This is a really cool, very simple. Sometimes simple is nice. Sometimes really intricate album covers like In the Court of the Crimson King will make me smile. But sometimes just something nice and simple, especially for a collection. It doesn't need to be grandiose to sell me on it. But this is, obviously two-sided. Got very little information on the back. There's so much real estate and just nothing really covered here. And then of course I like that they expect that you can't read the wax, so they just change the color and put Purple Passages right there. It's kind of dark though, so would probably be just as difficult to read as the actual wax looking thing. Then of course we have all this information on the inside, which is very cool. Way too many songs to put all the lyrics in here, but there's just a few notes on the history of the band up to that point, the track listing, copyright information, and all that good stuff. I think these were, this one came with no sleeves at all. This is in not great shape because we've got ripping this top part and then another one here, I think in the bottom part. Yes, it's a 1972 album, not well taken care of, but that's okay, because the vinyls play well, and that's what matters the most. So the track list, I was mentioning that there's one particularly important track. It's actually the last one on the first side. On the first side, we open up with And the Address, which is kind of the essential opening Deep Purple track from Mark I. Then we've got Hey Joe, the Jimi Hendrix cover. We've got Hush, the Joe South cover that kind of exploded them right off the bat. And then we've got Amaretta, which was a bonus track, and that was the one I had never heard because it wasn't on the original vinyls, and those were the ones that I had at that time. My aunt had a copy of this, Purple Passages, and that's how I found the track initially. And then on side two, we have one of my favorite songs, Chasing Shadows. The Bird Has Flown, I should say, and then Why Didn't Rosemary? Not a lot of songs per side. I kind of feel like they almost could have fit this on one album, but maybe not. Side three, we've got Hard Road, or Ring That Neck as it was known in countries that aren't sensitive. And then we've got The Shield, which is a great song. Here it's listed as The Shield. I have it listed as Shield on my Book of Taliesin album. Mandrake, seriously, one of my to this day, all-time favorite Deep Purple songs. Side four, we've got Kentucky Woman, the Neil Diamond cover, and then April, which is kind of a random seeming track when you've got all this real estate. Why would you tie up 12 minutes of a best of with a classical piece of music when they're primarily a rock and pop band at this point? I don't know. That was a weird choice to me, but you're really only covering 3 albums on a double album. So it's like, which album's worth of material do you leave off? It's a lot to cover for a double album. I feel like they could have done a single album and done okay, but I'm really glad that they included Amaretta on this because it's a great song and it was a great opportunity to hear it. So that is our album for today. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll be back with another one. Hope that you guys are enjoying Smoking the Podcast, my new Deep Purple show, and keeping up with the Haskin Cast. I just did 5 days in a row of a review of a Humble Pie box set from Cherry Red Records. Love the relationship that I have with those guys over there. My contact is just fantastic. And then we're back to our Wednesday schedule tomorrow for Haskin Cast with a bonus interview coming up on Saturday. So I'm not even doing 5 podcasts a week this week. I'm doing 10, 11. It's absolutely crazy right now, but some good stuff coming. I'm still working on mixing my soundtracks to get those out there for licensing for projects and things. I've got 3 new album ideas in the works, so just kind of trying to pick away at everything and move everything forward. It's been a pretty wild ride. There's only so much time in a day, but trying to maximize that as much as I can to just get as much done and out there with quality, of course, as I can within my lifetime. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that stuff. Check out my website, scotthaskin.com. Hope you guys are enjoying the show based on the number of continued views and likes and stuff. It looks like you are. So thank you very much for all the support. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.